And so Dion Jensen has asked me to speak a little bit today about all of these things that we experience as human beings from a scientific, more Western medical model, and also from a more spiritual, Eastern, indigenous perspective. And then there's a third way, which is an integrative model of both West and East. And so to preface this presentation, I want you to keep in mind that we are all going to be looking at the world through our own belief systems and our lens on life based off of our history and our direct or indirect experiences. And before we look at how the Western model of medicine addresses anxiety, depression, PTSD, we have to look at the three different models of looking at the world. There is the conceptual model, the preceptual model, and the perceptual model of looking at the world. And then, of course, there's everything in between and different combinations. When we think of concept, we think of ideas. We think of the ancient Greek people, philosophers, historians, anything that is dealing with mental constructs and what ifs and hypotheses and ideas, right? And we have the precept. Precepts are laws and regulations. You think about the Ten Commandments, all of the Abrahamic religions, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution of the United States of America, all of the modern governments that are operating in this world today are preceptual in nature. It is about using rules and regulations to control. The third model looking at the world, which is perceptual. And so the difference between preceptual and perceptual is that there is the embodiment of a direct experience that's placed at the forefront, that is most important, that's most valued. It's the connection to the natural world. And that you see in more indigenous societies across North and South America, in native Australia and New Zealand, in Africa and Siberia, and all across the world thousands of years ago. The most intact society that we have, arguably, we could say, is in Peru with the Incan people, because they were pretty much left alone, whereas most of the native societies around the world have crumbled and has fallen under the influence of modern man.